here we go. Trenches News. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
What's up, Vlad? What's going on, man?
Well, we have a lot to talk about, but you know what we're starting with, of course.
My favorite people, huh?
Yeah, the Lil Durk murder for hire case, and you're wearing a Vonnie Did It sweatshirt right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He did it, man.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about the big picture. Now, the trial got pushed back to April 21st, 2026. That is in about 3 months or so. Were you surprised it was pushed back?
Yeah, a little bit, but then I thought, like, nah, they ready to go, because Durk kept on saying that he ready. He don't want no more continuing, so I thought they was gonna go with it, but then again, it's so much information and so many people that I knew they weren't gonna be ready on the other end.
Well, right, because there's other co-defendants, and Lil Durk was locked up for like 100 days in solitary, something like that.
Yep.
For the Apple Watch.
In the shoe.
Right. And when he had his hearing recently, the only person that showed up was his girl, India.
Yeah, it gets like that, Vlad. That's how it gets, man. That's why I be telling the youth. It gets lonely, man, when it's dark.
Right. And my man Drew Findling is now representing him, which is a good thing. But at the end of the day, these are lawyers, not wizards. So there's definitely a big hill to get over here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big fight for Drew. He gonna have to pull out all the tricks.
Right. So let's talk about what's happening right now in the case. So I guess there's multiple witnesses that are saying that Durk had $1 million bounty.
Yep.
Okay, explain that.
So in a first paperwork, it never said about a bounty at first. It was just saying a murder for hire. So it was a PW who said that Durk had $600,000 for O Block. So they was riding around O Block and supposed to kill Money Duke and another guy for that money.
What?
And then, this came about with the $1 million on Quando Rondo, a PW in Atlanta who fighting for his life, say that he was there for the first shooting of Quando Rondo. Now after their concert or something, it was a shooting at the gas station. So yeah, it's been money brought up.
Okay, so now you have someone who's connected to Durk who's saying that he was responsible for a shooting that happened in Georgia where Quando Rondo was shot at. I don't know, didn't someone get hit?
Yeah, someone got hit, and it was at a gas station.
Right, they're coming back from a show. So now they have someone who's saying they're the shooter?
Yeah, saying that Durk now was responsible for that shooting, which just a pattern of stalking what the Fed's looking at.
Okay, how hard is that to prove, though?
Federally, like in a state, if Durk was in a state, it'd probably be a better fight for Drew. But by being federal, it's whatever the witness say. Vlad, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Whatever the witness get up there and say, the lawyer can tear him down in federal court. It's still the witness, right?
Right, but this is not some concerned citizen who feels bad about the situation and they tell their wife that they're gonna go, to the police to admit to this. This is someone that's already in prison, right?
Yep.
You say fighting for his life, so what is he facing right now?
I think the guys who they referring to is the kidnapping case that just happened with Boona and another guy from Chicago. Cause they saying the guy don't know too many people, but he know Durk them, but he don't know too many other people that's connected to OTF. So it's one of them people that's lingering around, who was around, who know things, but they knew too much. They was around for a lot of stuff.
Okay, so the feds are saying there's 9 witnesses?
Yep, it's 9 witnesses. You got to think about it. You got Vonnie missing. You got the other guy, Flock. He ain't coming to court either when Durk and them showed up. That's 2 people. Then you got number 2, the other shooter. He been missing. Then you got number 5. You got co-conspirator number 3, which is a manager. And then you got PW1, PW2, CW. Yeah, it's all.
Damn, Durk might be fucked. Like, yo, all the motherfuckers that's testifying against this motherfucker Young Durk, is motherfuckers that's close to him. Like his shooters and best of friends. I'm like, what? Yeah, he cooked, yo.
Bad, man. And all these people connected to Durk in some way.
Mm-hmm, yep.
9 witnesses
Hey, Jesus,
that are going
baby.
to take the stand and say that Durk was the reason why this murder.
9 witnesses, along with goddamn documentations of phone calls, recordings, and you get what I'm saying? Like social media, goddamn little documentations and shit. So 9 witnesses, yo. That nigga cooked. Jaden, what's up? Young Durk cooked, yo.
Okay.
And those 9 people ain't indicted either.
What?
Gotta say that.
Oh. Well,
They're not indicted. If the 9 witnesses is not indicted, that means like, yo, these motherfuckers is worked to get the indictment dropped or something by testifying for us. Like, yo, if you take the stand against Young Durk, we are not going to indict you. That's the only reason how somebody cannot be indicted that's a part of a trial. Let's see what this motherfucker say though.
co-conspirators are usually indicted, aren't they?
Co-conspirator, they missing. When I say indicted, I mean mugshot. It's only the certain people with mug shots. Like Bonnie ain't no co-conspirator. He wouldn't be one because he wouldn't be a number 5 because he got a mug shot. Number 4 too. We forgot about number 4, the guy from Cali. He gon' have to tell who he called.
Okay, now
What the fuck?
you talked about there's 6 sealed documents that are going to prove, according to the feds, that Durk actually directed the killings.
Yep. It's in the paperwork that just dropped. It just dropped like 4 days ago. And it says that it's 6 sealed documents that would prove that Durk directed the murder, and he was aware. On top of the witnesses that's gonna get up there and say it too.
Hold on, what he
Okay.
said? Let me see.
The murder, and he was aware. On top of the
Okay.
witnesses that's gonna get up there and say it too.
Yo, it's witnesses that's actually gonna take the stand and be like, yo, this motherfucker goddamn tried to pay such and such, tried to pay me, or yo, this nigga is pressure cooked.
Okay, so, I mean, how does this work? If you have a sealed document, will the other side, like Durk's lawyer, won't get to see it?
Yeah, Durk's lawyer
Yeah,
saying
they
everything.
get to see it because
when they sign
whenever
that.
you take shit to trial, that's when you get to find out who is motherfucking confidential informant and such. So when you take shit to trial, that's why people don't be knowing who snitched on them and shit. You can only assume and insinuate who done snitched on you or somebody else off of how shit went down, but you will never know who the confidential informant is or the informant period until you take your charge to trial. When you take your charge to trial, that's in your motion of discovery, that's when the confidential informant name and all of that shit has to come out. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to know who you gonna cross-examine in trial. You get what I'm saying? So that's how people be knowing who. That's how people be not knowing who snitched on them because they don't take their shit to trial. And if you know you all the way guilty, of course you are not gonna take your shit to trial and chance that shit. Salute. All of y'all trolls and shit right now.
It's like it's like
still views
for
though.
you to see it. You can't tell your client. You can't tell him who the witnesses is. You can't tell him anything, but you see it. Drew see it. He see the fight.
Yeah, I heard about this. I heard in the feds, there's situations where the lawyer can't even tell his own client certain things.
Yeah, you can't go over no. You can't let them write it down or none of that. It's
All right, so Who is OTF Bunny? Is that the bald head nigga and shit?
Okay.
That's supposed to be Young Dirt, homie that Young Dirt gave him 50 grand or 100 grand when the nigga got out or something. The bald head nigga, because it's footage of this nigga, right? And I'm gonna try to go find it. I reacted on this shit before, but it's footage. Oh, if I'm talking about the same nigga, OT Bunny, if this is the bald head dude, this motherfucker is somewhere. Is Dirk and Dirk homies and shit. They somewhere in a studio or in a house or something. And motherfucking that if this the same nigga, that OTF Bunny nigga is standing right beside Dirk. Dirk sitting down and they bragging about a hit or something that they did or something. So Dirk sitting back happy, got all the niggas around him and shit. And that OTF Bunny dude is just standing around, like looking side to side, like twisting his body a certain way, like he trying to adjust the camera on him or something. Like, I'm being straight up, like, once Trish dudes finish talking, we gonna watch that shit and y'all see for y'all own eyes. Do y'all think the dude have a camera on him, like viewing everybody in the room and shit? Y'all listen to the Trenches though. He talking about OTF Bunny right now though.
So let's take it back to your hoodie. Vonnie did it. Now, you made a video about OTF Vonnie. Tell me exactly what Vonnie's role is right now in the big picture.
In the big picture, Vonnie is the mastermind. He brought the guns. He brought brought the cars. He paid 2 of the people off. He was the mastermind. He the mastermind that's finna try to get 20 years or whatever for telling, 25 years for telling on Lil Durk and the rest of them.
Right. You're saying that the feds are offering him a 300-month plea deal.
Yeah, according to him.
According to him?
Yeah, according to him. He had, he broke down some text messages that he sent to his dad, and his dad ended up sending them to me, and I ended up putting it out. He been planning on flipping since November, since they got locked up. I think they got locked up in October, and them text messages was from like November 11th. So from that time to November, he already planned on flipping.
Okay, so you're saying that Vonnie texted his dad. Why would his dad hand over that information to someone else, much less you?
His daddy says that Durk and Vonnie had played him out the money. You know, I ain't gonna even bring up the backdoor bond stuff because I don't believe that. But the things that he did say, it ended up in the paperwork. Like it's ended up like he tried to backdoor O Block and all that. He said that, and it's in the paperwork.
Okay, now I've always said this. In fact, when I interviewed Drew Finling, I said it in the interview. I said that, you know, Durk has a chance of beating this unless his day one guys flip on. Well, I mean, from my point of view, I think the biggest hurdle that you have is the co-defendants in Lil Durk's case. In the federal system, when do you find out exactly if these co-defendants are cooperating and exactly what they're going to be cooperating against?
Yeah. It's good that you preface that in the federal system because there's a difference between cooperating in the state system, as we've seen in cases in the news recently, that just falls apart.
Right, the little Woody situation.
Yeah.
He got on the stand and just started being a maniac on the stand, and almost, I would say Little Woody's the reason why Young Thug won his case.
Yeah. So that just never happens in a federal case. And I'm saying this to the guy that did an iconic interview of Sammy the Bull Gravano.
And OTF Vonnie is one of the day ones.
I wouldn't say day one, but he one of the people that been around through everything. So he knows a lot. And he was in the car with Didi, the Fed saying that he was in the car. They never hopped out. They were stalking in the car. So he connects everybody. When the feds talk to him, Vlad, you got to explain to the feds, like, when you making a deal, who did you get the guns from? So now you got to tell everybody who you gave the guns from. That knock out the shooters. Who are you in the car with?
Yo, y'all excuse me for that. Not OTF Vonnie or whatever. The nigga named OTF Jam. The nigga that I was talking about, that is footage of him acting very suspect and suspicious, like he moving like he got a camera or some type of recording device on him. We're gonna get to that in a few after this.
I was in the car with Didi. That seals Didi faith. Who was you on the airplane with, and did he know? That's Durk. He connect everybody. Vonnie is connected with everybody to seal everybody faith.
Well, the argument could be, though, that Vonnie was cool with King Von, and maybe it was just all Vonnie. Maybe Durk had no idea.
Vonnie did it. I'm glad you said that, because he has the most motive to do it. He has the most motive. Von is his cousin. He trying to live it up. He around some money. He got access to credit cards. He can call these guys because these guys call him when they broke in the trenches. Like, he has a lot of motive. And that's why I got on the Vonnie did it.
So you feel that OTF Vonnie did it and not Lil Durk?
Now whether he knew about it or whatever that's the case, because the credit cards, you're gonna have to explain like a lot. Like, it was credit cards used, airplanes, but Vonnie is the mastermind behind it. He has more motive to me as a journalist than anybody. You know, Durk has, you know, that's Durk friend Von, but they saying this is cousin though. It hit different when it's a cousin and a friend.
Well,
Yo, so let me see, can I find that shit? Yup, this is it right here. Now y'all look at this now. This dude, this is OTF Jam. Y'all look at how this dude moving. Dude with the hat on with the jacket. Y'all look at dude. And y'all tell me if this nigga ain't acting suspicious. You see how they got the arrow pointed at? Look. Leak footage of OTF Jam snitching on Lil Durk with a wire. Now y'all watch his moves now. Like, y'all watch his moves. We gonna stay on him. That's Durk right there.
I ain't gonna lie, this is like back in the day.
They celebrate for something.
Oh, dang.
Look how he moving his neck and shit. You see him, look.
Check on your man, let him get out here to the city.
Ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I never happened to be an architect. What happened to there? School trying to stop time.
All that whooping on it, let it got your man. Y'all ain't playing up?
Say, y'all gonna call your mom. Hey, come get his dad, Jimmy. Look, you hope that bitch roll over. Arm mark from all day. Really found me with a cast. I think my shit up like, man, this thing boom, man. He laughed. His man do that. Smooth. Vacation.
Trying to tell him. You watching right on
In the gym, getting tatted.
That nigga record like a bitch. Y'all look at this shit like he looked down to see the dude knock his camera down or something. Look at watch him. Watch him. Y'all see that shit?
This is like back in the day. Oh, dang.
Y'all check the neck movements and shit, like the nigga adjusting the camera and shit, making sure the camera catch shit. And he try to make sure motherfuckers don't see that shit.
Check on your man, let him get out here to the city.
Why he keep twisting his neck like that though?
Hey, when I was growing up, I never happened to be an architect. What happened to there? I ain't gonna lie, this shit like a whole dream thing. I ain't gonna lie, this shit like back in the day. Oh, dang.
Check on your man, let him get out here to the city.
It's like he twisted his head speaking into a microphone or something. Like this nigga got a microphone on and he motherfucker got a camera on and shit, man. This motherfucker just whispered something to the camera, to the mic shit.
Oh, dang.
I'm like, he's
Y'all see that shit? He just whispered something to this little mic piece. Y'all see that shit? Yo, that's OTF Jam and shit, yo. I don't care what nobody said. Like, if I was to go off or do I think this nigga like cooperating or something, his movements is very skeptical, yo. Like the nigga keep twisting his neck. It's like he keep trying to adjust things and shit so they can get a better audio and better footage, but that's OTF Jam and shit. They somewhere, I think they in Durk house or something. Durk and them celebrating about something. So I'm trying to say Durk had just did or put motherfuckers on some type of hit or something, but you can tell like everybody's celebrating, counting money and shit. You get what I'm saying? And that OTF Jam dude, this shit gonna come out during trial and shit. See, right now it's just speculations and shit. But I think that shit gonna come out in trial that this nigga OTF Jam helped conspire to motherfucking bring motherfucking young Durk down. I mean, Lil Durk down and shit.